Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews. Today we're going to be doing a beer review on Oregon's own SANTIAM's Pirate. So like I said, we're going to be doing a beer review on Oregon's own SANTIAM Brewing's Pirate Stout. This beer comes in at an 8% ABV, a 59 IBUs. It gets an average rating on Untapped of 3.95. SANTIAM Brewing is located in Salem, Oregon. A blend of different rum barrels makes each batch unique. Fresh batches are blended with varying ages of rum barrel aged beer to create a tropical stout to be enjoyed in any season. Alright, so let's give this beer a try. Okay, right away I'm smelling out of the skull of my enemies some coconut, some coffee, some chocolate notes. It's smelling very delicious. Wow, I mean, you just taste coconut up front. Oh man, that's good. Oh wow, there's more coconut. If you don't like coconut, this is not a beer for you. Luckily, I love coconut. This is a beer for me. You're tasting a bit rum. It's not super boozy or thick like you would expect this big bourbon barrel aged beer to taste, like a rum barrel aged, sorry. But man, I've had beer that said there was coconut in it. This, you taste the coconut. You smell the coconut. You do taste rum. Again, that's the fantastic part, but it's not this big, thick body. It's actually pretty thin. There is a sweet characteristic to it, but it's just not overpowering. It's very nice, very pleasant, easy to drink. I think this is a great beer, but this beer does have a lot of nutty characteristics to this. You do taste coconut. You're tasting a lot of coconut. Like I said at the beginning, if you don't like coconut, you will not like this beer. And if you do love coconut, you're gonna fall in love with this beer. It's not this big rum barrel aged beer either. And I think personally that's what I enjoy about that. There's just enough rum in here to taste it, and the coconut is fantastic. It is very reminiscent of European style beers. I don't know how much they are chemically enhancing their water. And each batch is a little bit different from the next, so that does vary. It does taste better as it warms up. It's becoming smoother. I do feel like a pirate while I'm drinking this. It feels swashbuckling. It feels dirty. It feels like I want to go start a fight with someone and take their booty. So some final thoughts on SANTIAM Brewing's Pirate Stout. Now this is a coconut rum barrel aged 8% stout. If you like coconut, fantastic. If you don't try it, because it's a lot of coconut. It's a good stout. It's 8%, so it's in that medium high range for beers. It does taste more of that European style, and that's what they do try to shoot for a lot of their beers, is more of the European style beers. They do succeed a lot of the times, I think, in the yeast. The water content seems to fail off a little bit. But overall, fantastic job on their part. This beer, I think, is great. I think if you can find it fresh, it's even better fresh. It's fantastic fresh. They make a imperial version called the Governor's Reserve. This is actually one of the beers I trade a lot with, just for people to try local stuff and the things that I personally like. So if you're looking for a trade, you're probably going to get one of these. The downsides of it is that it is a little nutty. It is coconutty. It tastes a little bit of a brown ale, and every batch varies from batch to batch, and that's just what you get with a consistent rum barrel aged beer. That's the thing. this beer is usually regularly available on tap. So how often are you getting a barrel-aged beer that is usually always on draft at a brewery? I give them super props for that. Sometimes you can find the best beers locally around you. Avasti, mateys. Another! Have to get in the mood. So some final thoughts on SANTIAM's Tropical Mother. Avasti land lovers! This here be a brew for you. This beer brought to you by Hops and Brews. Arr! Ha ha har. Hardy har har. Give me your grog and booty.